Hey guys, what's up? It's Emmy. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be going over my fitness journey just because there's a lot of new subscribers here and I don't think I've really ever gone over my fitness journey. So I'm just going to be starting from the beginning and going up till now and what I have learned, what I have achieved. And yeah, just hopefully this is an inspiration to you to get started with your fitness journey if you are holding back, and just kind of show you the different ways that I have worked out throughout the years. Also to highlight how a fitness journey is kind of never ending, it's always evolving and changing. And things will take time, so you just have to trust the process and just keep on sticking with it. So I'll insert a reel here of my fitness journey. It just kind of shows it in pictures of what I'm going to explain here. Just like general overview, like growing up I was always dancing and I did a lot of sports. College I think is when I gained a little bit more weight than I was normally used to having. I was never like overweight per se, but I was just like uncomfortable. Pretty much fall of 2019 was when I was like, okay, it's time to make a change. And I was like working out every so often, but I would do the thing where I'd work out a lot and then get burnt out and then take a break and then go back to it, take a break, which is very inconsistent. And I was doing a lot of cardio at the start. Eventually I did a little bit of weights here and there, but not too much because I just wasn't confident in it. I didn't know what I was doing whatsoever. Around like winter 2019, 2020, through there, I started becoming consistent with working out, especially when the pandemic happened. That is when I really was able to work out a lot because I was just stuck at home. I did a lot of YouTube workouts, a lot of workouts from Sydney Cummings. She was like #1 person I would go to. So I was doing a lot of like YouTube style workouts where you just have some dumbbells or a lot of body weight, kind of like HIIT type workouts as well, but still more strength training focused, just at home with dumbbells. And I was doing that for over a year. So when the pandemic happened, I just stuck with it and I was able to lose a lot of weight doing that. I think I lost like 20 pounds just doing that alone, but I wasn't eating right yet. Like I wasn't really focused on the diet aspect. I was just kind of focused on getting into a routine of working out. I became my thinnest in 2021 around the spring and summertime. At the end of June, beginning of July, I hired my first fitness coach. So this is when I began actually lifting weights. I didn't start going to an actual gym though until August. I still was working out at home, trying to get comfortable with like a barbell because I did have that at home. All these new movements and weightlifting in general. And this is the time when I also got my diet into check. I started tracking my macros because I had help from a fitness coach. So that was very, very, very helpful to have someone to kind of teach me what I'm supposed to be doing, because before that I had no idea at all. So that was a big like stepping stone in my fitness journey, I would say, and kind of like a turning point. I started going to the gym in August of 2021 and I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I felt a little nervous to start lifting weights in the gym, as everyone is, but I just had to remind myself that everyone starts somewhere. And I did have the support of my fitness coach. It was an online fitness coach, but I would record my workouts and get form feedback so she could help me correct my form. So that next time I went in, I could make those little corrections. And I just learned, and you have to do it to get better. That's when I started actually getting really serious about lifting. I really liked it. I wanted to build more muscle, which was something that I never had really in my mind for like a while. In order to build muscle, you need to eat enough food and protein to do so. So in like November, December of that year, I went into my first bulk. So bulking takes a while because I'm slowly increasing my calories to reach a point where I can build a lot of muscle, but along with that comes a little bit of fat gain, and that was kind of hard to see because I was gaining the weight that I worked so hard by myself to lose, so that was like kind of gaining that back. But I was also gaining a lot of muscle. I was becoming so much stronger in the gym, hitting PRs literally like every workout, so that was very motivating, and I just had to keep that in my head versus not focusing so much on the weight gain that was happening. And then around March of 2022 was when I decided I didn't want to bulk anymore, because there became a point where I didn't want to gain any more weight, and it's also dealing with like chronic hives, and so I was very bloated from that because I was taking a lot of medication from that. So I was just dealing with a lot of stuff, and trying to eat all this extra food on top of all of that was just like too much for me to handle. In order to end the bulk, you go back to your maintenance calories. Slowly you drop down, decrease your food, and I stayed at my maintenance calories for a little bit just to, you know, give my body time to readjust to what I'm eating, my current intake. And then I went into my first cut, so a decrease in calories, just because I had my fitness coach and I wanted to go through the whole process with someone supporting me, because I wanted to make sure that I was doing everything correctly. In May 2022 was when I first went into my cut, and yeah, I cut for 16 weeks, which is the maximum you should do. Do not do anymore. It wasn't that drastic of a cut either. I stayed at certain intakes for a very long time and kind of slowly went down, and I increased my cardio during that time as well. I was trying to lose the weight that I gained during the bulk. In July of 2022 was when I ended working with my fitness coach. Nothing like against her, I just wanted to coach myself from there out. So I did finish out the cut myself because I felt confident. I am certified in nutrition. I felt like I knew what I was doing. I felt great about it, so I just wanted to take control and kind of do things for my own for a little bit. I will point out though that most like fitness coaches do have a fitness coach, which I will get one eventually again, just because it's more of an accountability thing, and it's kind of harder to examine yourself and enforce protocols on yourself. So it's nice to have someone to do that for you. Yeah, I'm just taking this time to coach myself. So I've been coaching myself since the end of July 2022, and I ended my cut after the 16 weeks. So I slowly increased my food back to maintenance. I'm still in my maintenance calories right now. I'm going to slowly increase them, but very, very slightly. My plan as of right now is to stay in maintenance and bulking for a while. I really want to gain a lot of muscle, and that's the way to do it. You can't really do it significantly enough when you're going from bulking to cutting to bulking to cutting. It's just too much back and forth. So I'm going to stick at maintenance, grow here, increase my food for a little bit, grow there as much as I can, try to really stay in it for the long haul, because it will eventually be worth it. And this is how I'm just going to spend all the time and all my effort building the muscle now, and then kind of eventually when I feel like I've put on the mass that I want to, I'll then decrease my calories probably back to maintenance, and then if I want to do a cut at that point I will. But yeah, that's just like my future plans as of right now. And I'm still very much doing all weightlifting. I change my splits every so often from like a strength focused split to more of a bodybuilding type split. I kind of switch all over. Sometimes I'll mix them, do like a power building split. I try to keep things changing because you want to make sure you're training in different areas, make sure you're hitting everything, changing the volume, stuff like that, because you don't want to just stay stagnant in your training. but also you do want to stick to a specific program for a certain amount of time, like minimum 4 weeks. I've been trying to do more like 8 weeks because that gives your body time to actually grow and progress in that movement. And yeah, it's just better to stick with a specific training program and workouts throughout that amount of time. But yeah, just remember that things take time. My fitness journey took a lot of time. This transformation took a lot of time, and it's just consistency is what will get you the results that you want. Train for yourself, work out for yourself, eat well for yourself and your health, and the aesthetics that you want will follow. That shouldn't be your priority. Your health should be your priority, and it's okay to have the aesthetic goals, because I sure do. And just as long as you know that you're doing it for yourself and working out is more than just the aesthetics, if you can keep that in place, I think you'll have a good mindset about it all. If you're going to start your fitness journey, just remember it'll take time, and just stick with it, and you'll eventually see what you're looking for. And yeah, it'll be worth it in the long run. You'll look back and be like, wow, I changed so much, even though day to day you're like, nothing's working, nothing's happening. But if you really just take the time and kind of look back and process all you've done, you'll just grow so much mentally and physically. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I post new videos every week, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.